Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Kai, I'm the Nerd of Strength, and today I'm going to be doing my predictions for World's Ultimate Strongman Dubai 2019. If you can't tell, I'm really excited about this show, and there's only 2 more days before the show starts, and it's going to be really crazy. There are 16 athletes competing, and there's 5 events, and there's a lot of money on the table for these guys, and personally I think it's going to be one of the biggest strongman shows in the future. Not there yet, but it's definitely going to get there. So I'm just going to quickly run down the athletes, and then I'm going to do the event, and then I'm going to do my top 5 because, like I said, there's 16 athletes, and that's pretty crazy. Okay, to start off, we have Ramin Farajan. He is the Middle Eastern strongest man. Brian Shaw, JF Caron, Konstantin Janashia, Luke Stoltman, Mateusz Kieliszkowski, Mateusz Belshak, Robert Obers, Krzysztof Radzikowski, Terry Hollins, Tom Stoltman, Rano Heinle, Iron Bibi, Oleksii Novikov, Mikhail Shivlyakov, and Jerry Pritchett. The only 2 that have been omitted from this list are Martins Licis and Hafthor Bjornsson. They decided to pull out either due to injury or just taking a break from competitions for a while, but they will still be there at the show. So, you know, we're probably going to get like a bunch of really cool vlog videos from like Martins, Thor, Laws as well. So it's still going to be pretty entertaining with them being there. And running through the 5 events, we have the max deadlift, which, don't forget, will be on Thursday and separate from the rest of the competition, and I'll go into more of that in a bit. The vehicle pull, the log press for reps, the yoke run and whoosh sealed carry, and the longest Atlas stone run in strongman history. I just mentioned it, but the max deadlift will take place on Thursday, October 24th. And then the rest of the 4 events will be taking place October 25th. So there'll be a bit of rest time in between those events. And you can watch both of those live streams. You have to pay for them, but only at $2 a piece. $2 for the deadlift and $2 for the rest of the show. It's a pretty good deal. There's so many athletes, so I'm not really going to run through all of them. I'm just going to do my personal top 5, maybe top 10, who I think is going to really shine at this show. And because I made very wildly inaccurate predictions for my last prediction video, I'm just calling it now. Kieliszkowski for the win. Top 5. I thought about this for a while, but I definitely feel confident with my choices. Who do I think is going to win this overall? Obviously, I'm going to give it to Mateusz Kieliszkowski. Especially that Martins and Thor aren't here. Seriously, it is his show to lose. But he's been improving so much on his deadlift over the past couple of months. I think he could get mid-pack and keep those points. I think he's going to surprise a couple of people. And I'm not saying that he's not as strong as Thor or Martins, but that's 2 less people he has to fight over points with. But my second place is probably going to shock a couple of people, but I'm going to give it to JF Caron. He's been having a great year. Outside of the Arnold Santa Monica and the Arnold Strongman Classic, 4th at Worlds, 3rd at the Arnold Europe, 1st at the Arnold Canada, and dude looks jacked to the gills. This could be the most competitive year for JF, and these are really good events for him, and I think he's a very well-rounded and experienced athlete. In 3rd place, I'm going to give it to Tom Stoltman. Another guy who's been having a really good year. He just recently pulled 400 kilos at Scotland's Strongest Man. He got 5th at Worlds. Again, he's been doing the incubator program with the WUS guys, and he's been training on all of the competition equipment. So That's definitely going to give him a leg up above a lot of guys, especially guys like Novikov. Speaking of, surprisingly, I'm going to give fourth to Brian over Novikov. So Brian's going to be my fourth place, and Novikov is going to be my fifth. Brian, again, is still a very competitive athlete, but after 4 very wrong predictions this year, can I see him placing top 3? No. Can I see him being top 5? Yes. So, Brian is still there. He will still be on the top as long as he is injury-free. Don't screw me, Brian. Please. Because, if you don't place top 5, I'm making a video about it. And again, my fifth place is going to be Oleksii Novikov. He's still young, and he's been competing a lot over the past 2 months. And hopefully little mistakes don't get to him too much. But again, this will be really good experience for him. I mean, he was just crowned the Ultimate Strongman under 105. We know he can hang with the big dogs. It's just about him getting more experience on events that he typically doesn't do in competitions. Now, I know I said I'm going to do top 5, but my 6th place can honestly go to any of these 3 guys. Jerry Pritchett, Krzysztof Radzikowski, and Mikhail Shiblikov. Now, Jerry, the Iron Outlaw, he was really close to being in my top 5. And honestly, I was debating putting him in my top 5 versus Brian Shaw. But Jerry is just more prone to injury than Brian is. I know they both have the same hamstring injury, but Jerry's had way more hamstring injuries. So, I don't know, but again, he's also pretty good at most events, well-rounded, probably not as well-rounded as JF, but he's still up there. The only thing that edged him out, besides Brian, that edged him out in my top 5, is that Novikov is, a young spring chicken, so he'll be faster on some events. It could surprise me, could be top 5, could nudge either Brian or Novikov out of that spot. Outside of Pritchett, my other 2 contenders for the top 6 could be Krzysztof Radzikowski or Mikhail Shiblikov. 2 dudes I'm really excited for, especially Rads. I'm so happy that he's back on a bigger stage, definitely bigger than SCL, because a couple years ago he was one of the best log pressers in the world. Before BB came and smashed it with a 220 log press, Radzikowski was the closest to Zydrunas in the log press. So again, I'm really happy that he's back. He just came back from injuries actually. He's only competed in 3 shows that I know of this year, and they were all SCL shows. He just did SCL Curacao last weekend. Please stay injury-free, Rads. I'm cheering for you. I'm rooting for you. I want you back on the big stage. And another guy who I also think could probably, get 6th is Shiblikov. Shiblikov is just a trooper. He's always there. Never a first place in any event, but very consistent at what he does. So I think he could, if he can out-stamina Pritchett and Rads, he could probably get that sixth place. Outside of those 3 other guys who I could think could place top 10. I know I said top 5, but anyway, I'm just excited. Any other guys who I think could place it in the top 10 are actually Belshak and Heinle. Belshak hasn't competed all year as far as I know, outside of Slovenia's Strongest Man due to injury last year, but he's been training, always tagging WUS Dubai and showing his progress on Instagram, so I hope the best for him, and I hope top 10 for him. Heinle is definitely another top 10 contender. There's no grip events, so that'll be really good for him. He won the World Deadlift Championships this year at Giants Live. So that'll be, again, a good event for him. Not sure how he'll do on things like the yoke run, but I hope the best for him as well. Sorry I didn't talk about all the guys, but there's so many competitors, and again, there's just that one guy, Ramin Farajat, I just don't know. A couple of guys on this list after this show, will be competing next weekend at either the Ultimate Strongman Team Championships or OSG, the official Strongman Games, like Terry Hollins. I don't think Terry is going to, I'm not saying he's going to do bad, but he's definitely going to be down there because he's prepping for a show that he knows he could do better at, which is the official Strongman Game Masters. So I don't think he's going to do too much here. Bibby is such a wild card outside of the log press, I don't know what he's going to do. Luke, if he's not too fatigued, could actually probably surprise us all. Janashia hasn't competed since World's Strongest Man with his tricep injury. He could surprise too. Like most of my videos, this was very long and rambly, and I cut all of this out for your viewing pleasure. But before I end this video, let me just run down the times for the shows and the events again. So again, the deadlift will be on a separate day by itself. The deadlift portion of the show will be Thursday, October 24th, starting at 6 p.m. Gulf Standard Time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the rest of the show, which is the other 4 events, will be on Friday, October 25th, starting at 3 p.m. Gulf Standard Time, which is 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But of course, if you purchase the live streams, you'll be good to watch it through WUS Dubai's in-player, so you can go back and watch it at any time as long as you've purchased it. And don't forget, you can still purchase the live stream on WUS Dubai's website. A link will be in the description below. Paying for the deadlift and the rest of the show are 2 separate payments, but it's a total of $4. $1.99 for the deadlift portion and $1.99 for the rest of the show. And if you want to watch it, I suggest you buy it. That's super cheap. Again, guys, I think for the price of $4, I think you all should just buy the live stream, support the show, support the strongman. But if you don't want to, you could just wait till it is televised on TV. As far as I know, it'll be televised on TV through the SCL Strongman Champions League broadcasting services. So in America, it'll be on Amazon Prime sometime around December through March. So definitely keep a lookout for that if you don't want to pay. But hopefully you do, and you get to experience it live with the rest of us. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you guys so much for watching my predictions for World's Ultimate Strongman Dubai 2019. If you like what I do, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also check out my last video, which was about a strongman show that is currently airing in Canada, starring JF Caron and Jimmy Paquette and other top pro Canadian strongmen and women. So definitely give that a watch. Anyway, once again, my name is Kai. I'm the Nerd of Strength. Also follow me on Instagram at EastWolfStyle. And finally, thank you guys for watching and have a nice day.